In our experiment, the question that we were researching was, what was the most reactive combination of ingredients in elephant toothpaste? Some basic knowledge you need to know about the ingredients is that yeast acts as a catalyst to make the hydrogen peroxide decay and release the oxygen in water and speeds up the reaction as a whole. Hydrogen peroxide is also known as H2O2. It is unstable and decomposes in the presence of a catalyst. Well, that's yeast. The concentrations range from 3% to 30%. 30% hydrogen peroxide can cause burns if it comes directly in contact with skin, and as a result, we were unable to use it.
To do each experiment, we followed pretty much the same process, while each time changing one variable to try and create the biggest reaction possible. First, we mix together the hydrogen peroxide with food coloring and dish soap. Then we get warm water and mix it with the yeast. We set up the camera and mix the yeast mixture and the hydrogen peroxide. We then recorded the non-results and repeated each time, manipulating a different variable. After a while, we realized that this didn't really work, so we tried to change our catalyst and formula and attempted to make a more reactive reaction. To try something else, we used potassium iodide. To do this, you measure out the appropriate amount of hydrogen peroxide, then you mix together the soap, potassium iodide, and food coloring. You mix them together and record in the same fashion as the mixture above.
For our results, they were somewhat inconclusive, given that we had no quantitative data and had to go off of site. However, based on observations, we can say that the hydrogen peroxide, dish soap, and yeast was much more reactive than the potassium iodide mixture. The variable that was most reactive when manipulated was the hydrogen peroxide, to the point where we quintupled the amount of hydrogen peroxide to get the biggest reaction possible with the chemicals that we had. The results were only marginally better than the normal ones. Our conclusion: don't trust everything you see on the internet. Going into the project, we had high expectations for big explosions. This ended up not being the case, but we learned valuable lessons about safety around dangerous chemicals. Our group was able to practice safe and consistent techniques in regards to setup, disposal, and recording data. And even if we weren't able to achieve the results that we were hoping for, we still were able to find meaning in the project. Thank you for watching.